Chosen one, listen closely. 3 days from now, silence will stand on your side. Not hesitation, not fear. Silence. The kind that only appears when truth becomes too bright for denial. You've felt this pressure in your spirit lately, like something invisible has been rearranging the pieces of your life while you sleep. That isn't anxiety. That isn't overthinking. That is heaven moving. Because when God is preparing to shift you into a new season, He doesn't announce it with noise. He hides you. He quiets everything around you. He allows people to underestimate you, so their shock will be undeniable when He lifts you. You've been walking through days that feel strangely heavy, moments that make no sense, emotions that rise like waves out of nowhere. But that heaviness you feel, it's the weight of elevation.
Chosen one, you've been talked down to. You've been misread.
You've been seen through lenses of who you used to be, not who you're becoming. People built entire stories about you without ever knowing the battles you fought alone. They judged your silence without knowing it was the silence God asked you to walk in. They mistook your patience for weakness and your humility for defeat. But heaven saw everything they couldn't see. And 3 days from now, heaven will speak in a way no human mouth can interrupt. There's a shift coming. The kind that doesn't shake your surroundings first, but shakes your spirit. You've felt a strange kind of anticipation recently, like something is clicking into place beneath the surface. That's because it is. God has been correcting your path, polishing your character, and aligning your steps with a moment He scheduled long before you were born. A moment where everything small about your past becomes irrelevant compared to what He is about to reveal through you. Chosen one, you're not struggling because you're failing. You're struggling because you're transitioning. You're not tired because you're weak. You're tired because you're shedding old layers. You're not isolated because people abandoned you. You're isolated because heaven needed room to work on you without witnesses who would misunderstand the process. When God elevates someone, He does it quietly, then suddenly. That suddenly moment is approaching you. 3 days from now, those who doubted you will run out of things to say. Not because they have changed, but because reality will corner them. They will see strength they thought you lost. They will see clarity they never expected you to gain. They will see the grace of God covering you in ways they cannot explain. And whether they admit it or not, they will feel something they never felt before when looking at you. Respect. Chosen one, breathe. Stand firm. Stay steady. Heaven has not forgotten a single tear, a single prayer, a single silent night you pushed through. And God is about to use everything they doubted to confirm everything He promised. 3 days. And the voice of God will be louder than every opinion spoken against you. Chosen one, let me speak to the part of you that has been fighting in silence. You've carried pain without witnesses, held yourself together when no one checked on you, and kept moving forward even when the path looked like it was closing in. You haven't said it out loud, but something inside you knows. You're standing on the edge of a shift. Not a small one, not a temporary wave, a divine reversal. That's why the last few days have felt so strange. Your spirit feels heavier, but your mind is sharper. Your body feels tired, but your intuition is awake. Your emotions feel unpredictable, but your inner voice is louder than it has ever been. That is what happens when heaven prepares someone for a breakthrough that will silence every lie spoken about them. Chosen one, you've been misjudged for too long. People assumed you were broken when you were actually rebuilding. They thought you were lost when you were being redirected. They mistook your quietness for defeat when it was discipline. And they believed you were the same person from your past, while heaven was creating a version of you they have never seen before.
That misreading wasn't an accident. God allowed it.
He let them underestimate you, so their confusion would be complete when He lifts you higher than their expectations could ever reach. He let them speak too soon, so their own words would expose them later. He let them doubt you deeply, so His confirmation over your life would shine even brighter.
And that confirmation, chosen one, is close.
There's a shift happening inside you that others cannot interpret. They don't understand why you've become calmer, why you no longer react the way you used to, why your patience has grown roots, why your presence feels stronger even when you say nothing. They don't realize that God has been rewiring you from the inside out. You are not who you used to be, and that is exactly what threatens them.
When someone levels up spiritually, the world around them starts to act strange. Conversations feel different. People feel distant. Old environments feel too small. Familiar voices sound off-key. That is the sign of a soul being prepared for elevation. Chosen one, don't misinterpret your isolation. It's intentional. God separated you so He could shape you without interruption. He removed certain people from your path because their energy was contaminating your progress. He silenced certain voices because they were distracting your assignment. He closed certain doors because they would have trapped you in a life you've already outgrown. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. And here is the truth your spirit has already sensed.
3 days from now, evidence will show up. Not vague feelings, not wishful thinking. Evidence. Clear, undeniable, and divinely timed.
Someone will regret doubting you. Someone will fall silent.
Someone will realize they misread you completely. And someone will see exactly why heaven chose you.
Chosen one, breathe.
Your story is not behind you. It's about to open in front of you. And the people who once questioned your potential will have no choice but to watch it unfold.
Chosen one, hear this without brushing it aside.
You are stepping into a version of yourself that even you have not fully met yet. That's why everything feels stretched, tense, unfamiliar. Growth never announces itself gently. It arrives like a shift in the atmosphere. And right now, the atmosphere around your life is changing.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
How certain conversations suddenly drain you. How some people's energy feels heavier than before. How old habits don't fit anymore. How your spirit reacts quickly to anything that threatens your peace.
That's spiritual elevation.
That's heaven tightening your discernment. That's God preparing you for a chapter that requires a stronger, clearer, wiser version of you.
Chosen one,
you needed this sharpening. Because where God is taking you, you can't bring old wounds. You can't bring smaller versions of yourself. You can't carry the voices of people who never believed in your potential. You can't drag the weight of their opinions into a place God designed only for your purpose.
And this is why the doubts others had about you don't sting the way they used to.
You've outgrown the need to convince anyone. You've outgrown the urge to defend yourself. You've outgrown the fear of being misunderstood. They can doubt you, but they can't stop God. They can talk, but they can't undo what heaven is establishing. They can watch, but they won't be able to interfere with what's coming. The shift happening in you right now is the kind that makes people uncomfortable. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're stepping into something they never expected you to reach. Your presence feels different. Your silence feels powerful. Your resilience feels threatening.
Some may not say it, but they feel it.
They sense that something is aligning in your favor. They sense that God is moving pieces they can't see. They sense that the season where they had power over your emotions is ending, and it is ending completely.
Because 3 days from now,
something is going to break open. A clarity, A sign, a shift, a moment. Something that makes you realize, I didn't suffer for nothing. I wasn't ignored. I was being prepared. I wasn't abandoned. I was being separated. Chosen one. When God prepares to elevate someone, He first disconnects them from anything that could pull them backward. That's why certain friendships faded. That's why old environments stopped feeling like home. That's why some people started treating you differently. Not because you changed for the worse, but because they were no longer authorized to walk into the next chapter with you. This is the hour where everything hidden becomes visible. The truth about your strength, the truth about your calling, the truth about your growth, and yes, the truth about those who doubted you. 3 days from now, their silence won't come from pride. It will come from realization. Realization that you survived what should have broken you. Realization that you grew when they expected you to fall apart. Realization that God's hand has been on you the entire time. Chosen one, hold steady. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are walking into one. The shift you feel is the shift they will soon see. And when they see it, every doubt spoken against you will evaporate in the presence of God's confirmation.